Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about how I made my song Turquoise. I released Turquoise in December of 2021 and it took me a while to write. I've always wanted to write a song about growing up as a military brat, and at the time I was starting to write it, I've only heard a couple songs talking about that topic, but it was, mostly, I think at the time it was not even mostly, it was just dudes writing about growing up as a military brat, and one I think wasn't even from a military brat's perspective. So I really wanted to write it from like a woman's point of view, from my point of view, and I really wanted to not focus so much on remove here, remove there, but how that affects somebody like emotionally. So I wanted to write a song about growing up as a military brat, and I wanted to write it from a more emotional perspective, and I really wanted to make it more of a pop song, maybe like a pop ballad. I started writing the song in 2016. Yes, this song did take me about 5 years to complete, and I could just never get the right feel, the right flow for it. I was having trouble writing intriguing enough lines and making more of a story. So I would go to the song, try to write, and then give up, and then come back to it a few months later, and that would be my pattern with this song. And then randomly I was on Facebook, because I'm never on Facebook because I hate that site because it is awful. But anyways, I was randomly on Facebook one day, and then I saw that a childhood friend of mine, Manny, had like an anniversary post, and it was talking about how he kind of missed his childhood. He's talking about how he missed the good old days, of how he missed this friend group and at this place and time. And he specifically mentioned a whole bunch of friends of ours that we grew up together with, as much as you can grow up together with when you're moving all over the place, at our Air Force base. It was really touching. It really got to me. And that's where that line came from. It was, "Hey Manny, long time no see. Saw your post the other day and it kind of got to me." So that's where that line came from. And I was like, finally, I have this first line. And that helped me not just to rewrite that first line, but to rework the whole song so it flowed better. There was more of a story. It was like more like intriguing, more compelling lyrics. So I was really, I of course sent him a thank you, because I was like, he really helped me get this song right on track. My friend Manny, this is me just thanking him and sharing the song with him. And then this is him adding his own spin on the lyrics, which I love. And I just wanted to share with y'all. So for the actual structure for the song, I decided to go with more of a very modern pop chord structure. So lots of 4s, 5s, and 1s. And then my favorite chord structure that I overuse, that you guys have probably heard, this is in the Reap song, this is in the Mirror song, there'll be in a couple other songs, but I believe, don't quote me on this because my music theory skills, I struggled during that class. That class was my Mount Everest. It was my algebra. But anyway, I believe this chord structure is 4, 1, borrowed 3, and 6, or maybe borrowed 3, I'm not sure. Anyway, but it's one of my favorites. And I believe it just adds that tension that I crave when it comes to certain songs. As far as creating and producing, I mostly just stuck to my very block chordy piano playing. I did add some flute in there, and then I took some loops from GarageBand. And I was actually going to show you guys kind of what I came up with production-wise. But it seems like I may have to pull a JoJo and re-record this song because all the audio files are missing. Well, they won't show up on Pro Tools. They show up separately in their own separate folders, but not all together in the Pro Tools session. And that's what I get for waiting about 1.5 years to make a video like this. So next time I will be more on top of it as far as how I made such and such song. But anyway, I played piano very simply. I played my flute, I of course sang the main voice and the background vocals, and then I added GarageBand loops. And at first I started making the song way more poppy with more production, and I just felt that it was just really distracting. Like it was going out of style. And it was then I learned to make a family wherever I go. Make each place that we were sent to feel our like home. The song is like reflective and it just didn't need to be there. So the song I ended up pushing more was the more ballad version, the more piano heavy version. Like it was going out of style. And it was then I learned to make a family wherever I go. Make each place that we were sent to feel like home. And that is the song I used to submit for the Tiny Desk contest for NPR. I didn't get very far, but it's okay because I was able to connect with other organizations. For example, there was an organization called Least of All Records, and they do direct to vinyl live sessions. And so what you do is they set things up so as soon as you start recording, they put that session on a vinyl, and then you have like, it's like they call it like a snapshot of music, which I thought was so cool. So they reached out to me and I like was trying to do my background checking to make sure they weren't like scamming me. But no, they were legit, and I ended up recording in an actual studio my song Turquoise, and then like another song of mine, but that's the song that kind of got me in the door. And it was just really, it was really cool how it opened doors that way. And so I'm really thankful for this song and thankful for, you know, the people who helped me on it. The song that you hear that I released was a song, all the lyrics were written by me, but there's an extended version that was also co-written with my friend Kelsey. So maybe when I finally get to re-recording this song, I will add in her version so she can also get a writing credit. Like, she's of course already credited, but at least get a released writing credit. Lots of doors were open from this song. I got to do a lot of cool things, and it just made my artistry that much like stronger and made the creative muscle more robust. I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this journey of how I came up with this song. And if you'd like to hear more from me, more music, more like just music related topics, I also have a Patreon. So if you have a few bucks lying around, no pressure, but if you have a few bucks lying around and you want to just give that to an indie artist, you know, I'd be really, really appreciative. And I'm definitely gonna do my best to try and have a video out every Friday. Don't hold me to it because, you know, sometimes life gets in the way, but I'm gonna do my best. I hope I don't look dead during this whole video. I'm very tired, but I put on makeup. I'm sweating. It is 90 degrees today. So I'm trying to do this video in a short amount of time, so hopefully, you know, it doesn't sound like I'm speaking too fast. So yeah, hopefully you don't see my sweat on camera because my gosh, it is so hot. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support, if you have a couple other, you know, if you have a couple dollars lying around, feel free to donate to my Patreon. You don't have to, no pressure. If not, then I'd be totally okay with you like, commenting, and subscribing and sharing if you feel so compelled to do. I need to move. I am moving. There will be a moving vlog coming soon. I don't know when, but it's coming because I need a new neighborhood. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Don't be a stranger. Bye.